The world is full of stories. Some make us laugh, some make us cry. The stories of black magic are like that. They whisper of secret powers and dark forces, of spells cast in the night and wishes that come with a terrible price. For centuries, black magic has lurked in the shadows. But what is black magic, really? Where did it come from? And what does it mean for us today? Black magic is not just about witches and cauldrons. It is about the use of supernatural powers for selfish or harmful purposes. Our journey will take us across continents and through time. We will visit ancient civilizations where magic was an integral part of life. Black magic, despite its archaic roots, is not confined to history books. It is still practiced today, though perhaps not in the ways we might imagine. Join us as we pull back the curtain on the mystical world of black magic. The origins of black magic are shrouded in the mists of time. Imagine a time when our ancestors huddled around flickering firelight, awed and terrified by the forces of nature they couldn't understand. In the rustle of leaves, they heard whispers of spirits. In the flash of lightning, they saw the wrath of angry gods. To influence these unpredictable forces, our ancestors turned to ritual and magic. These early practices can be seen as the precursors to what we now call black magic. This darker form of magic, driven by greed and malice, began to cast a long shadow over human history. As civilization rose and fell, beliefs about magic evolved and intertwined. Ancient Egypt, with its pantheon of gods and its elaborate rituals, offers a glimpse into the complex relationship between magic, religion, and power. Their priests were skilled in the magical arts, using amulets, spells, and incantations to heal the sick, ward off evil, and communicate with the divine. But even in ancient Egypt, a distinction was made between magic used for good and magic used for ill. This fear of retribution became a recurring theme in the history of black magic. Ancient texts from the Bible to the Babylonian Talmud offer glimpses into the historical understanding and fear surrounding black magic. The Bible contains numerous passages condemning sorcery and witchcraft, associating these practices with evil and idolatry. In the Babylonian Talmud, we find detailed discussions on the nature of magic and its potential to harm. The Talmud recognizes the existence of magic, but stresses its dangers, warning that those who dabble in sorcery risk incurring severe spiritual consequences. These ancient texts provide valuable insights into the historical and cultural contexts that shaped perceptions of black magic. They reveal a deep-seated fear of the unknown, a belief that certain individuals possess the ability to manipulate unseen forces for nefarious purposes. The late 15th century witnessed a chilling chapter in the history of black magic, the publication of in 1486. Penned by Heinrich Kramer, this infamous text became the ultimate guide to witch hunting. that painted a terrifying picture of witches as agents of Satan, conspiring to spread disease, ruin crops, and corrupt innocent souls. The book provided detailed instructions on how to identify, interrogate, and punish suspected witches that became the justification for a wave of witch hunts that swept across Europe, leaving a trail of blood and terror in its wake. Though eventually denounced by the church, it had unleashed a reign of terror that would forever be associated with the darkest chapters of black magic. Across the Atlantic, in the small Puritan community of Salem, Massachusetts, the fear of witchcraft reached a fever pitch in 1692. What began with a group of young girls exhibiting strange behaviors quickly spiraled into mass hysteria. Over 200 people were accused of witchcraft during the Salem witch trials, and 20 were executed. The trials serve as a chilling example of how the belief in black magic, fueled by fear and suspicion, can tear apart a community. They stand as a stark reminder of the importance of reason, due process, and the protection of individual rights. The Enlightenment might have seemed to spell the end of belief in black magic. However, the 19th century witnessed a resurgence of interest in the occult and esoteric practices. Figures like Eliphas Levi sought to systematize magical knowledge, drawing on ancient traditions to create a coherent system of magic. This occult revival explored the hidden depths of human consciousness and the possibility of tapping into unseen forces. This fascination with the occult paved the way for a more nuanced and complex understanding of black magic in the 20th century. In the heart of Africa, where the drums beat through the night and ancient traditions hold sway, magic is not a matter of fairy tales. It's a part of life. Black magic, known by various names in different African cultures, is often seen as a perversion of this natural order. In many African cultures, the line between the physical and spiritual realms is thin. Shamans and healers act as intermediaries, using their knowledge to heal the sick, ward off evil, and maintain balance. Black magic is often seen as a disruption of this delicate equilibrium. India, with its ancient spiritual traditions, offers a unique perspective on black magic. Tantra encompasses both benevolent and malevolent aspects. Black magic in the context of Tantra is often associated with the left-hand path, a path that embraces taboo practices. Practitioners of Black Tantra may use rituals to manipulate others, inflict harm, or gain power. However, even within Tantric traditions, black magic is widely condemned. The Western imagination has been captivated and horrified by black magic for centuries. From the witch hunts to Gothic novels, black magic has been a source of both fascination and fear. The Western perspective on black magic has been heavily influenced by Christianity, which views magic as inherently sinful. Despite the advances of science and reason, the allure of black magic persists in Western culture. It continues to be a popular theme in literature, film, and television. In today's interconnected world, it might be tempting to dismiss black magic as a relic of the past. However, black magic has adapted to the digital age, finding new avenues of expression. Online forums and marketplaces have become virtual bazaars for those seeking spells and magical services. The anonymity of the internet provides a cloak of secrecy for both practitioners and seekers of black magic. This digital landscape has also given rise to new forms of magical practice, such as cyber witchcraft. Despite the advances of modern psychology, black magic continues to hold sway in matters of the heart. Love spells are sought out by individuals desperate to find or keep a romantic partner. These spells promise to ignite passion, rekindle lost love, or bind a lover to the spellcaster. While some may dismiss love spells as harmless fantasies, the belief in their power can have real-world consequences. The use of black magic in relationships often stems from feelings of powerlessness or a desire for control. True love and lasting relationships are built on trust, respect, and mutual consent, not on coercion or manipulation. In a world driven by ambition and material success, black magic is often sought out by those seeking an edge in their careers or finances. Spells promising wealth and prosperity reflect the darker aspects of human desire. The pursuit of power through black magic is a dangerous game. True success and fulfillment come from hard work and integrity. Seeking shortcuts through black magic ultimately leads down a path of darkness and disillusionment. The belief in black magic often goes hand in hand with the belief in protection against it. Across cultures, various rituals, amulets, and practices have emerged to ward off evil and shield individuals. These practices offer a sense of comfort and control in the face of the unknown. Amulets, or talismans, often inscribed with sacred symbols, are believed to deflect negative energies. These objects serve as tangible reminders of the unseen forces at play. While external forms of protection offer comfort, the most potent defense lies within ourselves. By cultivating inner strength and spiritual awareness, we create a protective barrier against negative energies. Meditation and ethical living are key. By acting with integrity and compassion, we align with positive forces, creating a force field of positivity. Black magic, shrouded in mystery, is ripe for misconceptions. It's essential to separate fact from fiction. One misconception is that black magic is all-powerful. In reality, its power is limited by the practitioner. Another myth is that it's solely for evil purposes. Intentions can be complex and varied. What one sees as black magic, another may see as protection. Our exploration of black magic has taken us from the flickering firelight of our ancestors to the digital glow of the 21st century. We've journeyed through ancient civilizations, witnessed the horrors of witch hunts, and delved into the minds of those who claim to command unseen forces. Throughout history, black magic has been a source of both fascination and fear, a testament to the enduring human desire to understand and control the forces that shape our lives. While the practices and beliefs surrounding black magic have evolved over time, the core themes remain remarkably consistent. The desire for power, the fear of the unknown, the allure of forbidden knowledge. These primal impulses continue to fuel our fascination with the dark arts. Even in our modern scientific age, the belief in black magic persists, finding new expressions in the digital realm and continuing to influence human behavior in both subtle and overt ways. The enduring shadow of black magic reminds us that we live in a world where the seen and unseen are inextricably intertwined. Despite our best efforts to explain the world through logic and reason, there will always be mysteries that elude our grasp, forces that defy easy categorization. Perhaps the most unsettling aspect of black magic is not its supernatural elements, but rather what it reveals about human nature. The belief in black magic, whether we subscribe to it or not, speaks to the darker impulses that reside within us, all the capacity for greed, envy, the desire for revenge, the willingness to exploit others for personal gain. Black magic in many ways serves as a mirror to our collective shadow self, reflecting back the parts of ourselves we'd rather not acknowledge. When we examine the motivations behind the use of black magic, the desire for love, wealth, power, or revenge, we often find a reflection of our own desires, fears, and vulnerabilities. The belief in black magic thrives in environments where people feel powerless, desperate, or lacking control over their own lives. It offers a seductive, albeit dangerous, illusion of agency, a promise of quick fixes and shortcuts to happiness or success. By confronting the darker aspects of black magic, we are forced to confront the darker aspects of ourselves. We are challenged to examine our own motivations, to cultivate compassion and empathy, and to seek fulfillment through ethical and constructive means. The world of black magic, with its whispers of curses, spells, and supernatural forces, can be a disorienting and unsettling place. It challenges our rational understanding of the world, forcing us to confront the limits of our knowledge and the possibility that there are forces at play beyond our comprehension. While it's essential to approach claims of black magic with a healthy dose of skepticism, it's also important to avoid dismissing the experiences and beliefs of others outright. Navigating the unseen requires a delicate balance of discernment and open-mindedness. It requires us to cultivate critical thinking skills, to question our assumptions, and to be willing to consider perspectives that may differ from our own. It also requires us to acknowledge the limits of our understanding, to accept that there may be more to the universe than we can currently perceive or explain. Ultimately, the most important lesson we can take away from our exploration of black magic is the importance of self-awareness, ethical behavior, and cultivating a positive and compassionate mindset. By focusing on our own inner development, we can create a life of integrity, resilience, and spiritual well-being, regardless of the unseen forces that may surround us.